For some perspective on China's efforts in renewable energy, I spoke to Tyson Slocum. He's director of the Public Citizen Energy Program. And I first asked him about China becoming the world's largest consumer of renewable energy.
China's by far the largest energy market in the world. And so they're adding a lot of renewables to their market. And so it's not a surprise that the largest renewable energy market is in the largest energy market. It does show that China has a commitment to huge investments in renewables. We do have to remember that still 65% of China's existing electricity system is supplied by coal. So that's down from 80% in 2007. So while China continues to make huge strides in terms of new deployments of renewables, it's coming off of a foundation of a lot of coal. And so it is important that we're seeing, some reduced percentages of coal, and that's really because of the growth of renewables in the Chinese market.
And this number here, 33.4% increase over the previous year. Is that surprising given the shifting trends? We saw an increase in solar, wind, and hydropower in China.
Right. I mean, and this is just a reflection of how mature these renewable technologies have become. In a lot of places in the world, including China and the United States, renewables are the least cost option for new generation resources. So it's really just a consumer and economic choice, in addition, of course, to a clean energy and climate-friendly choice. When wind and solar are less expensive than prevailing fossil fuels, then yes, you're going to see the kind of commitment that China and other countries are pouring into renewables.
Are you seeing any other countries around the world with increases like what we saw in China? Or is China really just leading the way here? Anyone coming close?
No one's really coming close. I mean, China is the biggest market on the block. So everything that China does is very big. And so when you're seeing these huge outlays, whether it's in the electric power sector with wind and solar, whether it's in electric vehicles, China continues to lead the way. We have to remember, though, that these big additions are on top of big existing capacity resources of coal and other fossil fuels. We need to see even greater increases in the years to come if we're going to continue to whittle down fossil fuel share of the Chinese market.
And projecting the year ahead, we're halfway through 2017. Could we expect to see another big increase like the one we saw last year?
Yeah, I think so. All sorts of analysts, including Bloomberg New Energy Finance, are all predicting that with every year, you're going to see continued price declines for new renewable deployments. And so as renewable energy becomes cheaper and cheaper, more and more cost effective compared to fossil fuels, we're going to continue to see increased deployments in renewable energy.
All right, Tyson Slocum, as always, we appreciate your time.
It's my pleasure.